Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do an extreme Sudoku. Let's get into it. Alright, as we all know, I start with doing notes. So what I'm doing from a notes point of view is just basically going around. I start in this box here and work my way around like a clockwise. So 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there and there, and basically, well, actually 3 is already in the box, so I don't need that. I'm basically looking across and up to get that, and you can see there that I didn't see that 1, so I'm really doing quite well to start with, aren't I? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 can be in the top and bottom row, 5 is there, 6 can be in the top and bottom rows, 7 can be in these 5 boxes here, mainly because of that 7 there. 8 can be here in the 2 extreme because of those. Alright, so we've done that first box. 2 can be in all boxes. 3 can be only in the top row. 4 is there. 5 is the bottom 2 rows. 6 is in these 3 boxes here because of that 6 and that 6. 7 is in all boxes. 8 is in all boxes. And 9 is actually can't be in that row, can't be in that row, can't be in that column, can't be in that column, so it can only be there. Should have probably done that first, but I haven't, so we'll move on. Alright, change that back to note. 1 can be here, 2 can be in these 5 boxes, 3 is there, 4 can be in the outside boxes, 5 is in this box only, really because that took out that column, that took out that column. Okay, 6 is there, 7 can only be in the top, so let's get rid of the 7s from there. 8 can be in all boxes. Oops, 7 and 8. Alright, so we've done that. So 1's there, 1's there. Okay, so let's keep going. 1 can be only in that box there, mainly because of those 2 and that 1, which leaves those there, which was already the case. 2's there, 3 is in these 3 boxes. 4 is the same as the 3, 5 is there, 6 is going to be that one, 7 is there, 8 can be in any of them, oops, and 9 can only be there. Okay, because of that 9 there, that takes that out. Alright, so 2, 3, 4 is there, 5, 6, 7, 8, top and bottom, and 9, which can be in these 3. Okay, so 1 can be in here or here, 2 can be in the top 2 rows, 3's there, 4's there, 5 can be in any of them. And when I say in any of them, I mean one of them. But 6, it's just where they potentially could be. 7, bottom 2 rows. 8 can be the top and bottom row. Okay, so 1 has to be there, which means that's going to be a 1, which means that's going to be a 1. Okay, so that gets that done. 2, 3 can be in these boxes here. 4 can be in these 4. 5 can be in these ones. 6 can be in any of them potentially. 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so I just want to check that the logic makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is correct. Okay. 6. Okay, so 1's there, 2 is going to be one of these three here. 4 is going to be here. 5 is going to be in one of these three. 6 is going to be in one of these two. So I've actually got a triple there. Alright. 7, which means that has to be a 7. And the 8 has to be here. And 9. Am I right? Yeah, so 3 has to be there. I missed the 3s, okay. And 9 has to be in those two. Okay. When you see me do my notes, you're probably looking at me going, he doesn't really know what he's doing. But what I do with my notes is I actually check them as we go along. Cool, right? So there, 4 can only be in that row there, 4 can only be there. So 4 can only be at the bottom, which is that one there, leaving the 8 and 9. Okay, and I've got an 8 and 9 and 8 and 9 there, so that might be interesting. Alright, we'll have a look at that in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 is in the top 2 rows. 6, 7, oops, and 8 can potentially be in all rows. Okay, so let's look at this row here. You can see that's 3, 7, 3, 7. We know the 8 and 9 are there, so that can only be an 8. Okay. What we also know is 8 and 9, 8 and 9. So therefore, that cannot be an 8 and 9. That cannot be an 8. So what that's done is 4, 3, 4, 3. So that's got to be an 8 there. That's got to be a 9 there. And this is actually sorted out these ones here. Okay, so what we know here is that can't be a 4 and that can't be a 3. And if I'm correct, I think the 4 has only ended up in there, so that's a 4. 7, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just quickly racing around the board before we do some other checks. 2, 7, 8, 2, 4, 7, 4, 3, 5. Okay, so we'll do some checks. So 1 is, there's 7 ones on the board, so that leaves those 2. That all makes sense. So 2 has bottom row, these here, these here. So the 2s are actually making sense. Can't do much about those. The 3s. 3 is there, 3 is there, 3, 5, 3, 7. Yep, not a lot happening with the 3, so let's do a 4. 4 is wrong here because of that there. 4 can't be those two because of the 4s in this row. Okay, so there's a little bit of tidy up that we've done there. 5. 5 right there. 5's correct, 5's correct, 5's correct. 5's look pretty good. 6. So here we've got a 6's here, right? Which means that they can't be a 6. Okay, so 6's are there, top, bottom, top, right? So that looks right. 7. They look right. 7, 2, 7. So 7 can only be at the top. That makes sense. 7 can be there. 7 can be at those spots. Yep. 8. Okay, 8 will be right from a point of view of that's correct, that's correct. 8 can only be in that column. 8 can only be here. So they're looking pretty good. I say they look good, but they're not helping me from a point of view of solving anything. And there's actually 7 9s on here, and they make sense. Alright, so what else have we got that we can look for in terms of a pattern? Okay. 4, 3, 3, 2, 5. 2, 5, 7. 7's there. 4, 7, 7, 5. So 4 and 4. So I've got that correct. 5 and 5. Let's have a look at the 5s again. 5 can be there or there. 6 makes sense. 6 makes sense there. 2, 6, 2, 5. Okay, so 2, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5. That means that can't be a 2. That can't be a 5. And that can't be a 5. So what I've found is a triple across there. So that there has to be a 1, which leaves that 1 there. And I've now solved all the 1s. What we now have is we have 2 sets of triples, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 6, 4, 7, 5, 7, 4, 3. Now, has that done anything to go across? 8, 3, 7, 2, 5. Not really. So 7 to top there. 2, 8, 2, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, so we're just looking for 7s. So if I do 8, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6. Where's the 6 go? So the 6 is there. The 6 is there. So 6 up there. And so that goes 6, but I've already done that. 3. What's the 3 doing? Okay. So I'm slow to see that, but the 3s are here. So that's a 3 there, which means that has to be a 3 there. Okay. 2, 5, 7. 2, 5, 7. 5, 9, 2, 7, 2, 7, 8, so that's right. 2, 3, so 5 is that top line there. 5 there. 2, 5 there. 2, 5, 8, 2, 7, 8. So 2 can't be, so because of these 2 here, I know that's a 2 there, so ignore that. 2 is there, 2 is there, 6 makes sense, 6 makes sense there, 7, 7, 2, 5, 3, 2, 7, 5, 8, 7, 5, 9, 6, 7, 7, and it's probably, you're sitting here right now probably screaming at your screen saying, yep, I can see this, but I can't at the moment. It's amazing how many times I go back and edit the videos and go, can't believe you didn't see that, but it is what it is. So 9 can be there, 9 can be there, so I've done that. 4, 3, 4, 7, 7, 5, so what's the 1s done? 1s are out. Good. 2s make sense to there. They all make sense. Not happy with the results, but they make sense. 3s are out? No, 3s are not out. So 3s are there, 3s are there, 3s are there, so they make sense. 4s. Top and bottom. 4, 7, 4, 7. 5s. 5s is correct there. 5 is correct there. 6. Okay. 6 is there. 6 is there. Okay. 7. Got the 7 there. 7, 8, 2, 2, 5. So the 5s are there. 7s look pretty correct. 8. 8's correct there. 8 is correct there. 9's are correct. 4, 5, 3, 4. So 4's are there. That's a okay. Looks like I am going to have to do this the manual way because I'm not seeing it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make an assumption. I'm going to make that an assumption as that is a 2. So we'll take that as a 5, which takes that out as a 2, and takes that out as a 2, and that out as a 5. So remember 5 and 2, 5 and 2 on that. So that's going to be a 2 there, which means I have to take the 2 out of that, which makes sense so far. 7 and 5. 2 cannot be there, 2 cannot be there. So what has that done for my 2's? That means that the 2's cannot be there. Okay. And 2, 7, 2, 8, 5, 6. 4, 3. So 2's there, 2's there. That doesn't do anything. So what does the 5 and 5's do? So if I've got 5, what does that do? So that's 5 there, 5 there. 7, 5. 5, 3. And the 6's. 2, 6. So that there can't be a 2. So that's a 6, so that can't be a 5, that can't be a 6. So if I take the 6 out of that, that leaves 2, 8, 2, 7, 8, 4, 7. Okay, so 2 there, 7, 8, 5, 8, 5, 7, 8. So what have I got if I've got 5? So 5 is down there. 5 is there. So 5 can't be there or there. 7, 7, 5, 8, 5. So if I do 5 again, that makes that. So that's got to be a 5 there. So take out the 5 and 5, take out the 9, 3 and 4, so take out the 3, take out the 5, 2, 7, 2, 7, so that can't be a 2, that can't be a, can't be a 3, so if I've got a 3 there, that can't be a 3, that can't be a 4, okay. That can't be a 7. That can't be a 2, 8. That can't be a 4. That can't be a 2, 8. That can't be an 8. So 6, 9, 6, 9. That can't be a 6. That can't be a 9. That can't be a 7. And that can't be a 2. Alright, so we've got 2, 8, 2, 8 there. 2, 7, 8, 7, 4, 3. That can't be a 2. That can't be a 5. That can't be a 6 or 8. That can't be a 7 or 8. That can't be a 5 or 7. Okay, so that can't be a 7, that can't be a 5. Four, 7, so 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 8. What have we got? So 3, so 2 8's there. So that can't be an 8. That can't be a 7. That can't be a 7. That can't be a 7. And that can't be a 7. That can't be a 5. That can't be an 8. That can't be a 2. That can't be a 2. I'm sorry, that couldn't be a 6. Okay, so that can't be an 8. So that can't be an 8. That can't be a 2. That can't be an 8. That can't be a 2 or 8. That can't be a 7. And that can't be a 2, 4, 7. Okay, so now that can't be a 3. That can't be a 4. That can't be a 7. And that can't be a 3. So, if I've got this correct, which is so let's have a look. The 7s look pretty good. The 8s look pretty good. The 9s don't look right. So I've got 2 9s there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 can't be there. 8 cannot be there, apparently. 8 can't be there. 8 can't be there. So why have I got that? So why? 9. So that's 4. So that looks like, if I was a betting man, that looks like that's going to be a 5. Okay, so the whole thing went pear-shaped because of that. Okay, so we now know that's a 5. So let's go through this and we go, all right, 2 can only be, this can only be 3 and 7. So let's start putting some numbers in. This can only be a 2 and 6, 2 and 6. So that there has to be the other 5. Alright, so that means that these two can still only be a 4 and a 3. This can be a 7 and 2. 2 and 7. Okay? Oops, 2 and 7. Okay, so what have we got for ones? Ones are done. Twos. Two's there, two's there. What can I do for a 2 in terms of this? So 2 can be there or there. 2 can be there, there or there. Okay, so let's do this one. So what's the 2's doing this? So the 2's can be here and here. So it's taken a lot longer than I thought. 3, 4 can be in there or there. 5 can be there. 6, 7 can be there or there. And 8 can be in those 3 spots there. 4, 3. So let's do 1. So I've already done 1, 2. That all makes sense. 2 makes sense there. What have we got for 2's here? 2 can be in that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. And 2 can be in all 5 boxes. Okay. 4 can be only in those 2 boxes there, and 4 can only be in those 2 boxes there. 5 is making sense from a point of view that 5 can be in those 2 there, and 5 can be in 1, 2, 3. 5 can be in these 3. And 5 can be in these 2. Okay. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6. 7. All of them apparently. 8. Oops. So 8 can be there and there. 7 can be there and there. 7. I'm expecting to make an error. Like it's just, this is just how it looks like it's going to play out. Because, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops, 9. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 6? So the 6 can be there. 6 can be there. 7, 8, 9. 2, 5, 2. So let's see. 2. 2 is there. 2 is there. 2 is there. 2, 7, 5, 2, 7, 3 is making sense. 3, 4 is top and bottom, 4 and 4. 5 6 7 8 and 9. Okay, so why have I got that not as a 9? I think that's got to be a 9 as well. So that's a 9. Okay, so what are we doing? 2, 7, 8, 2, 5, 6, 4, 7, 3. I'm looking for pairs at the moment, or something that resembles a pair. Not having any luck. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 8, 4, 8. That leaves 6 and 9 here. 2, 3, 8, 8. So what does that do for the 3s? That puts the 3s there. 2, 6 and 9, 5 and 9, 5 and 7. Doesn't really happy. 6 and 9. Okay, 2, 7, 2, 8, 5, 3, 5, 7. So that makes sense. 4, 6. Oh, hang on. What's that 6 doing? So that 6 can't be a 6. Alright, so we found that can't be a 6. If that's a 6, that's a 6. So 9. So let's have a look. So the 9 makes sense. That's 6 and 9. 4. 5. Really not enjoying this one, am I? 8. Okay, so 8. Let's have a look at the 8. Why? So I've cleared out that column there. So 8 can't be in there. 8 can't be in there. So that is an 8 there, which means that's an 8, and that's a 2, and that's a 7. So the 8 was like, I'm sure that you're all out there will have a better indication in terms of how to do these puzzles than I have. So I'd love some comments about where you saw that I didn't. I am just following the bouncing ball now, but I'd love to hear how you saw it, or what way do you think that I can do it, and I'll review the video and see from my perspective how I can improve. If I get away with this and not making a mistake, that's a big if, I will be quite chuffed, because the way you saw I took notes out, put notes back in and all that sort of stuff, that is not great. But we look like, unless something absolutely goes pear-shaped, looks like we've solved it. Okay, so really not great. Thank you for watching. I will probably review this video and see what I did wrong, but I really would love your feedback to see what you think that I could have improved. Anyway, that's it for me. Bye for now.